Well, hello there and good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? This is exciting, isn't it? So we should be live on the Sewing Street Facebook page and on my Facebook page and the Half Yard Sewing Club Facebook page and on YouTube as well. So it's the first time we've been on so many platforms all in one go. So we're here a little bit earlier for the first Saturday of the month. Normally here at 4 o'clock for the Half Yard Club, but as it's our birthday and we're 7 years old at the Half Yard Club, I thought I'd do a 2-hour special for you. And I know there's going to be a lot of you watching that haven't heard of the club before, particularly if you're watching on the Sewing Street Facebook page, and that were met at the Festival of Quilts yesterday that were asking all about the club and what it entails. And I was saying, just watch when we go live tomorrow, and I'll tell you all about it. If you happen to be watching on the website, we're not live. We are live right now at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. This will be uploaded onto the website later on this evening. So if you're watching later on, then don't worry about commenting because we won't be here, won't be able to see you. So who have we got? Right, we have loads of you. Margaret, Jan, Phyllis, hello. She says, happy birthday. Happy 7th birthday, says Jan. Thank you. And Susan, Leslie, hello. I can't get everybody's names up, but I'm trying. Hello to Lynn and Samantha and Debbie. And Samantha's got Meggie with her. Hi, Meggie. Christine and Claire and Anne Nichols, Trisha, Catherine, Sharon. Sue says, afternoon, love meeting you yesterday and thanks for letting me try your scissors. They were the best, weren't they? They were the best scissors. I hope you managed to get hold of some. Sue says, happy birthday. Liz Hales, hello. Claire, happy birthday, Half Yard Sewing Club. She said, congratulations, Debbie, and all involved. There are a lot of us now. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Lovely to meet you yesterday, Anne, as well. Thank you. Yeah, anybody that did come over and say hello at festival, it was really nice to meet you. It's lovely on here. And if you are new, I do this every week. It's going to be every Saturday. Times may change. And once a month, we do just a live stream on the website. So it's only members. And I get to recognize people's names. And I love it when you chat amongst each other. And I know friends have been made. And I just think it's lovely. But to actually meet you in person makes it even more special. So thank you to anybody that came over. And Celia's got a birthday today. She's 57. Happy birthday to you. You're 50 years older than the Half Yard Club. Nice to see everyone on the screen on the bottom. I'm trying to keep up. There's so many comments. Geraldine says, happy 7th birthday. Diane, thank you. Oh, hi, Blodwin. She says, happy birthday to you all as well. There's Elaine and Delia. And oh gosh, there's so many of you. So there's 150, 1, 2, like going up all the time. So thank you for that. Now then, do we have any YouTube comments? I don't see anybody on YouTube at the moment, so I better just check that you're there, unless it's just Facebook that I can only see on here. So if anybody's on YouTube, can you just let me know? And I'm not sure which Facebook channel you're on. I thought this might happen because we've not done this before. So I can't see me on YouTube. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got an exclamation mark on YouTube. There. Let's see if that's done it. Oh, I'm trying to go live on YouTube and it's not letting me do that. Oh, we're just on Facebook then, by the looks of it. So I do apologise about that. I don't know quite what happened there. I can't actually put that on YouTube while I'm live on Facebook. So it just looks like we're Facebook at the moment. All a learning curve. So I've never done this before. So I'm just going to go for it, not on YouTube. I wonder what would happen. No, I'm not going to risk that. So just Facebook. We'll do YouTube another time. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. No, we've got 3 Facebook pages, Mary. 3 Facebooks all at the same time. I just don't know which one you're on. Can't see that. I can just see that it's Facebook. Oh, hi, Dorothy. Hello to you too. Wednesdays is the last. Yep, don't know what happened there, Jean BG. Oh, hello, Rita. Happy birthday, she says, to the Half Yard Sewing Club. Right. Oh, and that's it. There you go. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome along as well. Now that we are going to be doing a bit of sewing, we're here for 2 hours, so we're here till 5 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time. So what I'd like to do is to tell you a little bit about the club and what's coming up, because there's lots of exciting things going on that you don't know about yet. So I'm going to give you a little bit of news there, and I'll show you around the website and just give you a little bit more information. So if you've got any comments at all, then come and ask them. If you've got any questions, then do come and ask them. It would be nice to hear from you while you're here as well. It is great when it's, I've practiced this so often that, as you probably saw last week, with the sound issues, that's why we're not on the website at the same time at the moment. But I'll get that. I'll get that. But at least we're doing this. Hey, hi Debbie and Susan. Hello to you too. Who else have we got? Looked on the Half Yard Club website. No, not on the website. We will be on the website tomorrow. Just on the website tomorrow, not on the socials tomorrow. So, do we have anybody new? Is there anybody there that we bumped into at Festival yesterday that was asking about the club? I'd like to just explain. Oh, hi, Olivan. She's one of our first ones. I'd like to just explain a little bit about it. And if you are a member already, and it's lots of you, I can save the video, Laura. So don't worry about that. I'll save it. Not on YouTube, Leanna. No. Hi, Debbie. Afternoon to you. Anne says happy birthday. It was nice seeing you yesterday. You too as well. I'm trying to say hello to everybody, but there's so many of you. Anyhow, this is what we're going to be sewing later on. This is one of the trees, a trio of trees from one of the block of the months from the Half Yard Club. So we're going to make up this if we have time. It is actually a trio of trees, so we'll see how we go. So these would have been one block on the quilt, but I thought they make nice coasters or trivets or just little mats on their own. So that's a self-bound little mat, and I'll see how far we get with these. That is kind of the order of difficulty. So we'll start with that, we'll move on to that, and then we'll move on to that one if we've got time. And this is foundation paper piecing. So they're not like the panels that we do. This is actually proper foundation paper piecing with the papers like that. So if you remember already, you'll find that on the website. And if you're not, why don't you come and join us? So we've been going now for 7 years. Oh, I was going to say, yes, if you all remember, there's lots of you there because I recognise your names. If you'd like to come and let us know how long you've been a member for, maybe what drew you to the club in the first place. Was it a project, or did you like the idea of being part of a community? Or let me know what made you think, right, I'm going to join the Half Yard Club today, and how long have you been there? And it'd be nice to see what your favourite projects are, what you'd like to see on there as well, because we are open to suggestions. We can't always fulfill everything. Oh, so there you go. Christine says she loves the Half Yard Sewing Club. It's she says, yay, I love the Half Yard Sewing Club. It's brilliant. Thank you very much. Yeah, the gold balloons with number 7 on. My granddaughter spent a lot of time pumping up balloons yesterday, and she's made me a badge as well. Yeah, very busy. Oh gosh, there's loads of messages that I haven't read, so I'm so sorry about that. Maggie says happy birthday. There's Ruby. And I prefer watching on YouTube because I can watch on TV. Yeah, Sandra, I tried. I didn't realise that it wasn't going out because it's telling me now that it's been cancelled, but I don't want to risk retrying it in case I lose you all now. Not going through that again. So we'll give the YouTube a miss for now. Placemats would be amazing, Deirdre. Absolutely. So, Half Yard Club. We actually started the club 8 years ago. So we may be 7. We didn't go live until 7 years ago. But we started a year before we actually went live. There was an awful lot going into it. So we had at least 6 months worth of projects already in the bag, all ready to go, and getting the website sorted out, and just making things right. So when we did launch, it was professional. And that's exactly what we wanted. I run this with my publisher, with Search Press. So I'm creative. I come up with all of the ideas. I film, I edit. Gary, my husband, photographs everything. We write the step-by-step instructions, and then all of those projects go to an editor, Betsy, and she proofreads everything and edits it and asks any questions and double checks measurements and that kind of thing. And then off it goes to the website to be uploaded. We have a whole marketing team now, and a pattern designer. We have oh gosh, there's so many new people that have come on board now as well. So we are getting to be quite a big team. You will meet them over the next few months or so on the website. Have I got cake? I haven't got cake, Chrissy. Susie hasn't sent a cake for our birthday. Very disappointed. Debbie wants overlocker covers. It's a good idea. Samantha's been a member for 9 months. Will definitely renew my membership. Love the Half Yard Club. It's really pushing me to get my sewing better and try new things. Love the trousers, the dress, and the O-stop. Who's that? That's Debbie, been a member for 6 years, but full on for the last 4 years and just love it. Michelle's in her 3rd year now. Going to find Debbie by accident on YouTube while looking for a bag. Found her on Facebook and joined a club a year ago. Thank you. Nicole joined for one of the projects, can't remember which, but loved the website. Thank you. Susan's been here for 2.5 years. Deirdre loves wonky. So we do a wide variety of different projects on the website. I'll show you in just a second. Every month you will have your main project, and that project will have a video, and that could be anything from dressmaking. This month is a Roman blind. It could be quilting or patchwork or bag making or toy making. There's something for, I think, every genre of sewing, and that will change. So we rotate those kinds of things. So that's the first of the month. So step-by-step instructions, downloadable pattern if needed, and a video every single month, and that's released on the 1st of the month. Then on the 15th of the month you'll have your secondary project, and that doesn't have a video, and it tends to be a little bit easier. And it won't be if we've had dressmaking for the main one, dressmaking for the second one. If you have a bag for the first one, we won't have a bag for the second one, so we like to vary it throughout the month. And then more recently, we've added a quick make. So at the end of each month, you'll have a quick make. That's just video, and so there's no patterns or anything like that. You don't need them for the quick makes, and you can make them in an hour. So just something, if you've lost your sew journey, I don't want to start on a big project. I just want something little to do. Then old Carousel have seen the messages. I'm trying to keep up with them. Yeah, so that's just a really easy project. So we started doing that, I think, last year. I'll show you some of those shortly as well. And what else do we do? We do a block of the month. I don't design the block of the month. My friend Melissa Naylor is a quilt designer, and she's excellent. She's actually designed all of the blocks of the month. I wrote a book with her a couple of years ago. There you go. So that's included. So that will be main project, second project, then quick make, then block of the month. And then on top of that, we started doing dressmaking patterns. So every other month you'll have a pattern, and I'm working with Tash from NH Patterns. I'm not a pattern drafter, so we decide what we're going to make and she draws up the patterns and I'll make it. And there's a video to go with that as well. So your next one's going to be an oversized shirt. And on the months in between, the girls at Search Press are bringing back some of the dressmaking projects, or maybe from a book or older projects, or even from other guests as well, because we have some guest designers now as well. So that's really exciting. We have, Claire's been a member for 4.5 years. I think a lot of people joined in COVID, didn't they? Found it online. Love the chat materials and fabulous sew-alongs. Found Debbie easy to follow and very calming voice. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, so those are your projects. I'm sure we've got more coming up than that. Sandra's in her 3rd year and loves it. Hi, Sarah Jane. Margaret's 3 years-ish, I think. I had a sewing machine. I wasn't happy with my projects. My sister suggested I looked you up on YouTube. You have a way of explaining things clearly, and I have improved, I think. Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Sylvia's in her 5th year. I didn't waffle on. I'm waffling on today, aren't I? I've got 2 hours of me waffle today. I hope you've got your cups of tea or gin and tonic or whatever your tipple is. Put your feet up and stay with us for a couple of hours. Jane's in her 6th year. Lady K was another COVID joiner. And then Susan, she's been with us for about 6 years. Jean's about 4 years. You tend to stay, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm so proud of that as well. We don't get very many people that come in, make a project and then cancel, which you can do at any time. You're not tied in for any particular length of time, not unless you pay for a year's membership. But yeah, we don't tend to get many people leaving, which is lovely. So we've got quite a few members now as well. Oh, thank you, Susan. That's very nice of you. Who is that? Helen's been here for about 8 years. Wow. Been a member for 6 years is Pauline. Grace says happy 7th birthday. It's nice to see your pictures on here as well. Who's that from? Oh, Anna's been here since the very beginning and loves it, she says. So I'll just scroll down. So I know I'm missing some of your comments, but I can't keep up with you. Lynn says, I never knew how much I love sewing until I joined the Half Yard Sewing Club. It opened a whole new world. I've made lots of things ranging from tops to bags. Well, let's have a look. I can actually show you the website here. So I'm not signed in at this point. So if you haven't seen the website and you're interested, you don't have to sign in to see the projects. So you'll be able to get an idea of exactly what we have. Let me just take that off so you can see what projects we have, so you can decide whether it's for you or not. You can't see the instructions and the patterns and the downloads and things like that, but you will be able to get an idea of what we do. So this is just a quick video of me telling you a little bit more about the club, and then you can go down to some of the projects. But if we go on to sewing projects, we'll take you through all of them. Now, we were for a while taking down projects after 2 years. We're not now, and in fact the projects that were taken down are coming back again, so you're still getting lots and lots of extra projects coming up. You've got around about 200 projects there, and there's more coming back every month. That for instance, yesterday Birthday Bear came back, so we're bringing back all of the projects as well. So let's see. These are some of our guest designers. So that's Helen Rhiannon and Sarah Payne. We've got more lined up for you as well, coming soon. Sewing projects, come on, let's see how quickly you can load. Here we go. So this month is the Roman blind. So there's no measurements for that one because I don't know how big your blind is. But I'll show you how to measure inside or outside the recess and how I make the blinds up. This is the block from the block of the month, and this is your quick make. And then as we move down, you'll see there's Birthday Bear back again. Look, another not exactly a guest project, but the Great British Sewing Bee have very kindly let us use some of their projects from their book. There'll be another one coming up later on this month. So there's your quick make. But if I just go down quickly, you'll get an idea. So those are the dressmaking patterns. We've got toys and little quick make pincushion, different techniques as well, like Hawaiian applique. And we do have a whole wonky section. Wonky tends to be very popular. We're going to be doing some wonky tomorrow. It's frame motion embroidery applique, but nothing straight, not supposed to be straight. Then again, we've got a bit of dressmaking there. Guest designer Debbie Von Glober Crozier made up a bag, or let us have her pattern for a bag. little apron, little toy dragon. There's lots of storage items on there as well. I find those really useful. Susie Duncan designed a foundation piece cushion for us. This may go on for a while. I said there are hundreds of projects on here already. More block of the month, look, storage, pin cushions, different levels of complexity as well. So some of these are absolute beginner. Delphine Brooks designed a cushion for us. Some of those are a little bit more challenging for some of us. If I go back to the top, we have a tips and techniques page. Some of these are step by step, some of them are videos. And these are just, turning up trouser legs, flat felled seams, and tips on how to prevent fraying, how to use a steamer for your clothes, and different types of feet and embroidery stitches and things like that. And that is growing all the time as well. So we add to that every month. We have a blog. So this is where you're going to see special offers. So you'll get 30% off Search Press books. You will get 10% off my website. And then if there's anything coming up, all of those offers go on here. And also the live streams will be uploaded to the blog as well. What we also have, which I think it's gone live already, is a patchwork and quilting blog. Patchwork and quilting first find its way. Yeah, that was Sarah's interview. So yes, there is a patchwork and quilting blog, which has started this month as well. So that started with an interview with Sarah Payne. So we're talking to different quilters and patchworkers every month, and you might find some projects in there as well. Since the beginning is Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. And I think we're up to date there. Oh, Blodwin says, I asked someone about a bag and she told me she had made it. I was impressed and she told me about Debbie Shaw. I joined her and I've made several new things. I love the chat with you all, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Debbie and Kim, which makes it even better. It's a great club. Thank you, Blodwin. We are sticking like glue. Who's that? Claire says, we're sticking like glue. I'm very happy for you to be sticking like glue. Right. So that gives you an idea of the kind of projects that we have. I can show you in a little bit more detail if you have a look here. So those are just some of the bags that are on there. There are 44 bags in total. So that's just a few of them to give you an idea of the kind of things that we do. Dressmaking, which was the new one, are these. So the modelled outfits, not the one with me, and other ones that I've been doing with the tassel, the trousers and the batwing dress. The next project again is going to be an oversized shirt, and then we're looking at pajamas for Christmas time. These are quick makes. So these are the things that you can make in a very short period of time. You'll have one of those at the end of each month. Then we've got the block of the month. It's not all of them there, but that gives you an idea of how, the diversity of the different quilts and what they look like as well, different sizes too. And here's just a few more of the random projects that you have, so you can see lots and lots of different genres of sewing that we have for you. Who was that? Looks like, Pat says it's like having a magazine every week for a small fee. It's only £5.99. £5.99 a month, or £60 for a year at the moment. And in all of those 7 years that we've been here, we have never put the price up. We've been talking about it, and it will be going up. It won't be going up as soon as we thought it would be going up. We were thinking September, but I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, for £5.99 a month, or you get 2 months free if you join up for a whole year. Oh, Jean's having a craft table delivered. How lovely. Hi, Moisa in Pakistan. Welcome along. She's one of our regulars. Sharon's been with us for 7 years. Linda's been here for 5 years. How many members now? We've got over 3,500. I don't know exactly how many. We're getting on for 4,000 members altogether. and you can be anywhere in the world. So if you happen to be watching, like Rita is in New York, you can join up. There's nothing posted out. Everything is downloadable. So it doesn't matter where you are. We've got lots of members in Australia and India and Canada and America and all over Europe. We're all over the place. Anne's been a member for about 4 years. Could be longer. Great club. Looking back, I've done so many of the projects. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Roman blind only went on yesterday. I knew that was going to be a popular one. A popular one. It's got the rods on the inside of it, so it's nice and smooth on both the front and the back of it. Alfie. Oh, that was a long time ago. He died about 9 years ago now. Kaz loves a wide variety of projects to choose from. Thank you. Jean, I've watched for years. I think before Half Your Phone Club came in, I didn't always comment, but I do join in now. Joyce has been a member for 3 years and loves it. Leanna just says hi. No, Rita, they don't ship to the States. They don't post anything outside of the UK, I'm afraid. I don't know why, but the Search Press don't post outside the UK, so I'm sorry about that. Janet says, Debbie, did you make a bear like the rabbit and sheep with a heart? I thought you did, but I couldn't find one. That was the bear that I made. He came back yesterday, so I've only just got on the website. I think the instructions are for the little one, and then I upsized him. So I just increased the size of the pattern and made him into a bigger one. So it's kind of similar. So anyway, so that's the website as it is now. So patchwork on the blog, that's brand new for you. I can't show you yet because we haven't got the final copy, but we are launching an e-zine, so an online magazine, which is going to be launched on the 25th of August, so still within our birthday month. And I think it's going to be every couple of months, but it is absolutely jam-packed of, I think there's 7 projects in there, if I remember. Lots of different designers contributing, interviews. There's interviews with members as well. So some of the names I've just seen on here are going to be popping up in there as well. Some of your makes and your comments. And it's like having a full-sized magazine online. That's on top of everything else that you're getting. We're not charging you any more for it. I think it's worth about £4. You're only paying £5.99 a month for all of this. So yeah, that's brand new and coming up. So that's really exciting. And we've got lots of giveaways as well. And I'm not sure when they're dropping in, but I was talking to somebody yesterday at the Festival of Quilts who just said, do you want a sewing machine? Well, I'll have a sewing machine off you. Thank you very much. So you've got lots of giveaways coming up throughout the year as well. We do have a, so I'll get sewing in a minute. We do have, oh, forgot what I was saying, a newsletter. So when you sign up, you'll be asked if you want to sign up for the newsletter. So tick yes. That's going to keep you up to date with all of my schedule, where I'm going to be, what time the live streams are, and any special offers that we have as well. So a little bit of news. It'll give you what projects are coming out on the 1st and the 15th of the month, and a reminder of when the live streams are. If you don't want to sign up to the newsletter, you can see it on the website. So if you go to the right-hand side of the website, you'll be able to click on it there and read it anyway there. But that's worth keeping an eye on, because that's where you're going to see your special offers. Here, what have we got? Jane. Oh, Jane loves all of the different things. Oh, hi, Jane. So Jane's in Canada. Seeing people's makes, it's fun just looking at everything. Even my family knows who Debbie Shaw is. Everybody knows who Debbie Shaw is, you know. It says the bags are amazing. Thank you. Oh, I'm missing so many of these. Laura says, I see so many patterns for bags that cost money, and then look at Half Yard Sewing Club and find a similar bag as part of my subscription. So why pay for a new pattern? Patterns can be so expensive as well. But thank you, yes. Jan loves every minute of being a member. Thank you. Jean says the best, oh, she's gone. Best value, money well spent. Thank you. Lynn's making memory bears today. Send pictures, won't you? Oh, that's another thing you can do on the website, is share your pictures. There is a forum It's called Ask a Member, but if you just want to put a picture on there or ask a question or boast a bit about what you're doing, or you can't find something, then here we go. Then yeah, that's on there as well. Right. Rosalind wants to know how to join. If you go to the Half Yard Club website, so let me see if I can bring that up again for you and I'll show you. I'll take you back to the home page and it says join today. And that's it. That's all you need to do. I have put on the Facebook page a code for you as well. So if you have a look in the description box on any of the Facebook pages that we're on, there will be a code. It's DS Chat in capital letters, and you can try for a month for free. So you can already have a look around there. And see if it's for you or not. And Rosalind, I hope it is. And then you will need to fill in all of your details and your credit card details. I think most websites do that. It's just the way that it works, but we won't take payment. And then you've got a whole 30 days before you decide whether you're going to join us or not. And you can download the projects, you can do the projects, you can really take the full advantage of the website before you even make a payment. If you're not happy with it, then just opt out. And that's fine. We won't go chasing you or anything like that. So you can join it really quickly. If you want to go straight in there and join us, again, you've got two choices. It's either £5.99 a month or £60 for the whole year. Oh, hi Alan, here's a regular. Oh, he's trapped his fingers in the front door. I hope that hasn't stopped you sewing, Alan. Linda says, over the years I found your hints and tips invaluable. Thank you. I love it when you chat to each other as well. And who's this? This is Mary. Oh, hi, Mary. She says, I was following you before the club and joined at the beginning, had a problem and then had to stop sewing. So cancelled for a few months and then realised I'd missed it too much and rejoined. Oh, thank you. It's been a joy. I don't often get to watch live, but it's something to look forward to later on. Thanks so much for being there. Thank you for being there, Mary. It wouldn't be the Half Yard Club without you, would it? Well, there wouldn't be a club, would there? So thank you, every single one of you, for the support that you've given us over the last 7 years. Who's that making mostly bags? That's Kathleen. Love the pooch. I do enjoy the sew-alongs, must say. I do mostly bags. My family love them. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, hi, Anne-Marie. She says, happy birthday to the Half Yard Sewing Club. It's on holiday in Norfolk. Oh, thanks for tuning in anyway. Nice to hear from you. Janet's had the painters in. Lovely. Who's that? That's Craft All Sorts. Hello. I've been a member for 6 years and I've been watching you for years. I was so happy to meet you yesterday. It made my day. You looked amazing. Thank you. Didn't feel amazing yesterday, so thank you very much. Got a photo and a hug. Oh, I'm quite free with my hugs. Gay met me at Kirsty's Handmade in Hampton Court. That was a while ago, wasn't it? When he was selling your Kingfish fabrics. Yes, it was a while ago. And joined Half Yard Club a few months later. Thank you very much. Hi, Susan. A newly painted. Oh, Janet's got a newly painted kitchen. Rosalind, I hope that. Oh, I've gone backwards, haven't I? Janet's been a member for 7 years. Alan says the Half Yard Sewing Club is the world's finest sewing club. Thank you very much. Right. Anyway, let me just go back to the website and take this off there. And I'm just, in fact, I'll do that. I'm just going to sign in. With the right password would help, wouldn't it? No. So I can show you what we're actually doing. Here we go. So if I go to, in fact, if I search the site for quilt, it should come up. No, let's do block of the month. There's too many projects on there to scroll through all of those. So if we go to sewing projects and then block of the month, and it's the Christmas one I want. So let's go down. And a trio of trees. When you see, here we go, that's the one that I'm doing. So you'll have all of your instructions on how to make the whole quilt, obviously the blocks individually as well. And this is where you're going to get your template, so you can just print that off. I've already done that. And here are your instructions on how to do that as well. So it'll take you through all of the equipment that you need and the materials that you need. I'm ignoring the materials on that section at the moment because I'm just using scraps of Christmas fabric that I already have. These are an awful lot more accurate, the materials that you see on there. And then you've got photographic step-by-steps for each one of them. So there's no video for the block of the month, but you will have a photographic instructions for all of those as well. So should we get on with everything? Karen's been here for 3 years. Dawn's been here since day one. Mary has been a member for 3 years. Hope you carry on for many more years. Oh, thank you so much. Gillian's late to the birthday party. Haven't really started yet, Gillian. Oh, Linda joined this year after watching Sewing Street. Welcome along. So you got the 2-year deal on that one. We're working a lot with Sewing Street. They're a lovely company, not just for me personally as a supplier and as a presenter, but the Half Yard Club are working with them quite closely as well. So hopefully there's going to be more things happening there and more offers and more collaborations and things like that. Anyway, if you've got any questions, do come and ask them. If I miss them, then put another comment up there, or you'll have one of the other members here answering your questions as well. Chris says, I've been watching for years. Your tips enable me to make things for my mum that she thought came from a shop. Thank you, Chris. My son moved out. Oh, sorry, talking to somebody else. No, Shirley, we're not on YouTube. It went a little bit wrong this morning. I shall upload this to YouTube, but obviously it won't be live. So if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, we're not live. Didn't go quite right, but I'll try and do it again another time. Oh, hi, Carol. And thank you for the email the team passed on the other day. That was very nice of you. Christine's got a Sewing Street offer safely stashed away till the subscription runs out. Hello, Linda Lou in Spain. Welcome along. Erica's been a member for about 3 years and I love all the projects, but especially like the bag making. I've made a few. Lovely. Okay, let's do this. So this is how the templates print out. So there are 3 of them, and as I said before, that's the easiest one, less pieces on it, then this one, and then that one because it's got more pieces. So I'm going to start with the very simplest one. If you haven't done foundation paper piecing before, it's ever so easy. Do you know, it's easier than I thought it would be. And it was actually Melissa, who designs our quilts, who showed me what to do. Because I was sewing through paper. What do I want to sew through paper for? This is going back a few. I want to do that for going back a few years. And she says, look, this is how you do it. You get really accurate points, and it's actually quite fun to do. Okay, so I did. And I'm rather hooked on it. So this is a nice introduction because the pieces aren't too big. You don't have to make the whole quilt out of it. You can just start small. I'm not doing sewing along today. Oh, we are sewing along tomorrow. Can I tell you about that? Let me tell you quickly, just in case anybody wants to go. Tomorrow is just going to be on the website. And I did tell you, we like a bit of wonky on the Half Yard Club. This is a wonky table mat, which is one of the more recent projects. This, I'm limbering, is a wonky cushion cover. I think that one's spring. There are 4 of those, one for each of the season. We have wonky door draft excluders, 3-dimensional door stops. We've got wonky sewing machine dust covers and a wonky bag. And what else wonky have we got? Got a whole selection, and it's free motion embroidery. Excuse me, applique. This is a really, really simple one because we're going to go right from the beginning, cutting out the shapes. If you wanted to cut out some shapes from the winter wonky cushion, that's where these shapes have come from. And the snowman, these triangles aren't on there. I just cut triangles out for those, but there's a post box on there if you wanted to add that. So have a look if you wanted to sew along tomorrow. Have a look at all of the different wonky projects and choose the elements that you want. And then all of your materials, all the materials I've used for this one are listed on, are they on my blog or on the newsletter? I can't remember, but they're all listed there anyway. So that'll be at 11 o'clock in the morning through till 1. And I'm not going to waffle on about the Half Yard Club because it's for members only and you know all about it. So it will be purely sewing and chatting amongst ourselves, but only for members tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be doing, all the way from cutting out, putting your bonder web on the back and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be proper sew along tomorrow. Don't have to sew along. If you just want to come and join us, that's absolutely fine. Right. Anne made a wonky doorstop, which, oh, where have you gone? Oh, no, that one. There you go. I made a wonky doorstop, which is not used as a doorstop, but as an ornament in my sewing room. So that's a nice idea as well. Hi, Pi Dad. How are you today? Oh, it's on the blog. Thank you, Samantha. All the measurements there are on the blog. Wonky sock slippers. That's a nice idea. Wonky slippers. Never thought about that, Helen. Anyway, let's have a chat about foundation paper piecing. So have a look at your pattern piece. I mean, it's pretty obvious what this is, but have a think about the colours that you're going to use for this as well. And I was going to tell you about giveaways I'm doing tomorrow. So that's that one. So the tree and the stem and everything else is white. And then have a look at the numbers. This is the order that you're going to put the fabrics on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth up to number 10. So we're going to start with a white piece just here. But the fabric goes on the back. And then you're going to sew along the line from the front. So the easiest way to make sure you can see the lines on the back is to fold along the lines. You can use a piece of card. I'm just going to use the edge of a ruler. Fold along the line so you've got a crease on that side. And you could draw the line as well if you wanted to. So I'm just going to, in no particular order, just crease along all of those lines. Doesn't matter if you go over the line a little bit. When you cut out these shapes, make sure that you keep that 1/4 of an inch seam allowance around the edge. That's important as well. So let's crease along here. Back down there. So if you've got a light box, you could just put this up against your light box and draw around the lines. That might be easier for you. So let's go down here. Down there. So I'll just flip it over and make sure I've got all of the lines creased on there. So I don't know if you can see that. That's better like that, isn't it? Right. Then we're going to take our first piece of fabric. So again, mine's a white piece here. And you'll need to cut the fabric at least 1/4 of an inch bigger. I'm just going to bring up my new cutting mat. I've got I got one eventually. Look, I've got a twisty one. I've got a centimetres one. And I'm just going to pop my iron on as well while I'm here. Right. So let's cut a little bit out here. A bit bigger. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfectly accurate, but just a bit bigger than that shape there. And for the first shape, I'm going to hold that in place with a bit of glue. So remember, the fabric goes on the back. It's going to face upwards for this piece, and that needs to cover that number 1 box. Now, if you have a piecing ruler, these do come in very handy. The next one's going to be number 2, but there's no reason why this bit that we can't trim everything back all the way around box number 1. So let's go along crease number 2, and I need to trim this fabric back to 1/4 of an inch. And while I'm here, I'll do it all the way around. It doesn't make any difference. So these piecing rulers, we do have some more on order actually if you wanted one. I think we're sold out at the moment. Have a lip on them. So all you do is push that up, that's 1/4 of an inch anyway, up against the fold of the paper, and you cut 1/4 of an inch without really measuring it. So that's my first piece there. And then my second piece is the one in the middle. So that's going to be my stalk. So I'm just going to use a piece of red fabric for this. It can be quite wasteful, so do be aware of that. You may take up a little bit more fabric than you imagine. If you're so like me, I'm not particularly accurate. And that's going to go over the top of number 2, but this time we're going to place it right sides together and line the straight edge up against the straight edge that I've just sewn there, and we'll hold that with a pin. Turn it back over, and we're just going to sew along the line between number 1 and number 2. That's boring in the machine. So use a small stitch. I'm going to go down to 2.2 because that's going to make it easier to tear away the fabric, the paper, sorry, when we come to the end, because the paper isn't going to stay in your project. And just sew along the line. Okay, now let's flip this back over. Take your pin out, fold this back and crease it. I actually like to iron, and seeing as I've got a new ironing cover, which Kaz very kindly made for me, because I've been saying for ages I need a plain ironing mat cover. This is one of the projects as well, because my pattern one didn't show up. You know, if I put pattern fabric on my patterned ironing board, you couldn't see it. And I've been saying for ages, I must make a plain one. And Karen knew jolly well I would never get around to it, so she made one for me. And Kaz, I think this is so clever, because she's put white on one side and black on the other, so all of my fabrics are going to stand out. So thank you very much for that. Right, so now we've got number 2, which is here. We're going to do the same thing again, so flip it over. And the line in between number 2 and number 3, let's fold that back along the line. Makes it easier having creased it first and then snip off there. And if you want to, you can go all the way around the box. It doesn't really make any difference at this point. So that's that, that's that, and that's that. So number, oh, one of my balloons just burst. Did you hear that? How could you not hear that? Oh, that made me jump. Then we're going to do number 3. Sorry about that. That frightened the life out of you. Yes, my granddaughter will find that very funny. So let's cut a piece for number 3. So that needs to cover number 3, which is here. So face down there, line up that edge, pop your pin in, and then I don't know when the paw protectors are coming back, Leanna. I can't get hold of any at the moment, so I don't know, I'm afraid. We've got other colours. And snip there and pin out, fold it back and crease. I'll just finger crease. I shan't iron every single one of them. Else we'll never get it finished. And then flip it back over again, and I'm going to go all the way around box number 3. So pop my ruler up against here and cut. So we've got anybody else joining up today? Come and let me know, so we can all say welcome along to the Half Yard Club from you. Nice to hear from you. And the top there. So that's that. So that's my first 3 pieces all gone down. And that's how we're looking. And again, if you've got any questions, if there's anything else that you want to see or anything like that, then just come and let me know. So the next one is number 4, which is going to be the big triangle tree. And I'm going to use, we do that one. That's quite a fun fabric, isn't it? So you're going to need enough for a seam allowance all the way around. So I'm going to cut a square, which will be about that big. I may be a little bit generous here, but if I've got enough fabric, I'd rather do that than have to unpick it if it doesn't cover. So right sides together with the top line here. Stick your pin in. Oh, Rosalind's tried to join, but she's having a problem. Did you email the info at email address, the info at halfyardseamclub.com? They might not be back until Monday. Sometimes Chloe works over the weekend, but you should get a reply on Monday if that's okay. I don't really know much about the admin. I don't do that side of it, so I can't help, I'm afraid. But they'll get you sorted out. Don't worry. Not sure how long I can watch. My phone is going to run out of charge. Oh dear, Jean. You can watch it back later anyway. Now this time I am going to press. So just pop that up there. If your fabric doesn't crease very well, then before you start piecing it together, then I use a little bit of best press just to make it a little bit stiffer. Right, and then flop this over, flip it over, not flop it over, and then I need the line between number 4 and number 5. So let's fold that back and cut. So I've got that. No reason why we can't do the line between 5 and 6. Really doesn't matter. Let's do that. Oh, sorry, 4 and 6. It'll need to come up at some point. And that's my tree. If you find this a little bit floppy, and when you get to the end bits here, I use just a little bit of glue to hold it down, just to keep that in place. In fact, you could do that with your fabric pieces. Now the rest of this is all going to be in the white. So that's it for the tree. I told you this is a really, really easy one. So next up, number 5, which is this triangle here. So this is getting bigger and bigger now with my fabric pieces. So I'm hoping this rectangle will be enough for both triangles. You kind of get into a rhythm with it, if that makes sense. So pop that along there. I need to make sure that when that folds back, see, this is why it takes up more fabric than you think, because when you realize you've got your seam allowance there, I need to cover this area here. So I could be a little bit more accurate with it. Let's pop that on there. Well, Jane says, I'm hoping I can make the wonky piece tomorrow and do the Christmas theme. Have to go. Dive for the sparkly goodies today and be ready. Right, so in between number 4 and number 5. Fold that back and crease it. And press. And hold it with a spot of glue if you want to. And then flip it over. So once you get going with it, it's actually quite therapeutic. Let's do this. Sounds nice working tomorrow. and in between number 5 and number 9 down there. So although this looks as though it should be enough, those aren't big enough to cover my next triangle. So I'll need to cut another bit. I've saved that piece that I've just cut off because it will fit some smaller pieces. Oh, Linda Lou says, like me, she gives herself a running commentary while she's sewing. Okay, I'm just going to sew the big piece on there and cut that down in a sec. So pop that in there. You don't need special needles, Sharon, but paper, like with your scissors, will blunt them eventually. So I'm only using a universal needle. You don't need anything special. You don't need a denim needle or anything like that. But just be aware that when you've done maybe a whole project, your needle might be a little bit blunt. Let's fold that back. Pop that up there. I love my new mat. And press. You could do it without a sewing machine, Carol. It might take you a while. You need to keep your stitches really small. But, you know, if you're happy doing little stitches by hand, absolutely you can. A bit of glue on there. Flip it over. Fold that back. The paper pattern. No, Alan, it's not reusable. We're going to tear it all away afterwards. So you can't reuse the pattern. However, it's your pattern. You can download it as many times as you want and just keep reprinting it out all over again. Right, that's how we're looking there. Then we're on to the side pieces. So number 7, we're going to go across the top here. So that'll do for that one. That's quite a long one, but I'm using up these bits now without chopping them down again because I think I can make more out of my fabric by doing that. So let's pop that on there and then back over the machine. And so I think we'll do wrong camera, sorry. I think we'll do the most difficult one next. We'll skip ahead from the medium one and go straight onto the more complicated. I say more complicated, it's not more complicated, there's just more bits in it. More time consuming might be a more appropriate way of describing it. So that's that. But sewing in this way also gives you, now this time we can go right up to the seam allowance, so I can use the other side of the ruler. Absolutely perfect points, because you can't help have perfect points because you're sewing along the lines, you're following a pattern. Oh, now that goes there, doesn't it? That will need the ruler the right way up. There. So let's fold this one back as well. And trim that there. So that's that. And then the second piece is number 8 across the bottom. So should have enough from there actually if I trim off the frayed bit. So right sides together. Could do this, don't have to pin, you could just put a little bit of glue across the edge of there. In the seam allowance, I mean the glue does disappear and it washes out. Oh, June, I don't ask my machine questions. I do occasionally go, come on. You know, if I'm trying to sew through very thick fabric or it's just not behaving itself, it gets a little bit of a ticking off from me. Not words of encouragement or questions. It's just a come on. So they are cute, aren't they? I don't know where she got those from. The Love Heart clips. Nice touch. Is it difficult to make your own paper piece pattern? I've never tried. I've never made my own, Jan, to be honest. Has anybody else made their own paper piecing patterns? I think I could figure it out. But while I have Melissa, who is excellent, and Susie Duncan's project, who's brilliant, never really had the need to do it myself. Let's fold this back. And do this. Do your fabric panels work the same way as my Christmas ones this week? No. With the fabric panels that we've got on the website, can't quite reach them. That instead of paper, it's fabric, so you won't be tearing the paper away, and you can see the lines through, so you don't have to worry about creasing. You'll see when you get the panels home that the numbers are paler in colour than the lines, because it doesn't matter if the lines are black because you're going to sew over them. The colours are paler, so you don't see through on paler fabric. The technique is the same, it's just that you don't take the fabric out, and it's quite nice because it acts as an interfacing as well. So this is traditional foundation paper piecing. Ours is foundation fabric piecing, so it's still FFP. But you don't, again, the big thing with those is that you don't take the paper out. 2 more pieces to go on this one. Sandra keeps losing a pin. I do that all the time. What was that one, Laura? I remember all of the forum help questions about the third Christmas tree caused us some issues, but I think we understand FPP a bit better now. Or did it? So I haven't made these up. We'll have a look. We'll do it in a minute. We've got another hour to go, haven't we? Let's just finish this one off first. So I'll make up another one, or should we finish this and put the binding on it? I'll put the binding on it. We'll get this one completely out the way, and then in the next hour we'll have a look at doing the more difficult one, if that's all right with you. 2 strips, 1 down each side. I think I can get one out of here. Trim that back. So that's going to go there. I'll pin that again. And flip that over. And we're going straight down from the top to the bottom now. Fold that back and crease it. And then trim. I'll line it in a minute because I've only got one more piece to go on. Oh, trim it properly, Deborah. That goes there. Oh no, I'm trimming right to the edge, aren't I? So I lost my thread for just a second. So right up to the edge of the template now. One more piece there. That's not quite going to do it. I shall save that for later. So I just need to cut one more piece of fabric. If you piece scraps together and use it for the tree, it would look even more impressive. That's a good idea, June. Like a scrappy tree would be really good. Oh, Joyce is doing the third tray. Oh, it's nice that you're saying along, Joyce. I didn't think anybody would today. Yeah, we'll have a go at that in just a sec. So that's that. Right sides together over there. Pin. And sew. Okay, then we'll open that up. And this time I'll give it a press. Look, I'm looking, my new mat's getting already. I need one of those lint rolls. Like that. But this is what I mean about the... Just got a mark on my white. About the points. Absolutely perfect points, because you're just sewing along lines. So you don't, you know, they're perfect. That's the beauty, I think, of foundation paper piecing. Can I watch this back on my computer? I decided to shut down. Yes, you will be able to. This will be on Facebook for 30 days, all of your Facebook platforms. I'm not sure what Sewing Street are doing with theirs. They can download it and put it on their YouTube channel if they want to. I will upload this when we're finished here to YouTube as well. So if you are watching on YouTube at a later date than Saturday afternoon, sorry we weren't live there, but you will be able to watch it anyway. Keep all my scraps and use them to make scrappy mug mats. Jean says she makes with all her scraps. What do you do with yours? I mean, I tend to keep them with good intention, and keep them and keep them and keep them, and then end up giving them away. So Debbie, a lint roll. Can you do that? From Fran says paper piecing. There's nothing stopping you from using paper that's going to recycle it. No, absolutely not. This is just copy paper, because you need to print onto it. That's the only thing. Oh, it's almost like that was deliberate, Carol. She has a little flower that's right at the bottom. It's almost deliberate. Leanna says she's going to try a pattern like that and iron it onto a t-shirt. That's a nice idea. Right. So that's the panel. Then I'm going to put some backing on it. So I'm going to use a red spot, and I'll need some wadding. So you could use a heat resistant if you wanted to. Let's pop that on there. I am going to use a little bit of spray. So 505 spray. Oh, I've got to take the paper out. This is because I'm so used to using the fabric panels that we do. So paper needs to come out now. So be very careful with this. If it's going to come undone anywhere, the stitches, it'll be on the edge. So it might be an idea to just rip it down there and start in the center. And this is one of the reasons why a small stitch works well, because it makes a better perforation and it's easier to tear the papers out. And this is, Alan, why you can't reuse them, because they're all going to be in bits. There we go. So just be careful with them. We don't want to distort the stitches at all. And particularly over points where the different fabrics meet, just be careful there. And the little tiny bits of paper that are left, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, leave them in. They'll work their way out at some point, or they'll disappear when you wash it. Pop down here. Like, that's quite therapeutic, this. I'm enjoying doing this. Oh, June says my friend was really interested in EPP, but very seriously asked if the paper got soggy when it was washed. Well, I suppose it would if you left it in there, wouldn't it? Right, just caught you live from holiday. Oh, who's that? Andrea's on holiday in Lesbos, is that, in Greece? Have a lovely time, won't you? All right. Put that off. There we go. So has anybody made this up already? I know a lot of you have made the whole quilt. How did you find it? Was that the first time you've done foundation paper piecing? Did you find it easy? Did you get hooked on it? Someone on Sewing Street said tear away Oh, hang on. I've lost you, Laura. So tear the paper from the last bit you did backwards in the same order. Never realised that made it easy. Oh, I didn't know that one. Always a school day. Oh, hi, Rick. How are you today? Henry, we're going out to enjoy the weather. Oh, I'm glad it's nice for you over there. It's lovely here today. It's been nice and warm, but not hot. So we all went for a walk with Robin today, and she's doing very well. She didn't even limp. Right. Now we'll put the wadding on the back. Oh, Yvonne loves FPP, sorry, FP. Karen says, I made 2 of the quilts, one for me and one as a gift. I love them. Melissa normally watches these back later on. So Melissa, I hope you're taking all of these compliments on board. It's nice to have your work appreciated. Let's put that over there. Like that. Now, just backtracking a little bit, you could decorate. I'd leave it till the project's finished, and then you could maybe add some of those little gems that you glue on. But if you wanted to put some rickrack across there, when you put this triangle on, I would then put the rickrack on, or ribbon, or whatever you're using, so that it goes into the seam of the next one. I think that might be quite a nice idea. Right, let's put that on there, and we'll cut this to the same size. I've got glue on my ruler now. Might help. Need that. Oh, that wasn't a good idea, was it? And then down there. So I'm going to save that for the next one. And we're going to do a self-bound border. So to take my backing fabric, place it over the top. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of spray glue to keep that in place. Or batch operated lights would be a great idea, wouldn't it? That would be a nice idea. I haven't got any. But for the wonky thing, wouldn't it? Because it's a nighttime one. It's a night scene. So a few little lights in there would look really good, wouldn't it? I have to get some of those. I'll tell you about him in a minute. Right, so let's pop this on here. And I'm going to cut 1 inch away from the edge all the way around. So I need my bigger ruler for this one. Bear with me a second. Jane made the Christmas block of the month and learnt so much. Have I read that one? Love the EPP and the FPP. It was the first quilt you ever made. Wow. Right. The fabric's a bit big to spin on my new mat. So excited about my new mat. That's another thing I've been saying I'm going to get one for ages and never quite got round to it. So and there. And here. Yeah. I thought I might have cut that a little bit skinny, but I think we're fine. And then 1 inch away from the edge here. Right. And then we're going to press. This time I am going to use a little bit of best press because I want the edge of that to crease very nicely. And I'm going to press each one of the edges over by half. And we'll do that all the way around. Like that. So this is quite an easy way of giving the illusion of putting bias binding on, but I think it's a lot easier. And particularly on smaller projects like this, because you get good mitered corners without having to worry about mitering the corners, actually. All right, that'll do for that. And fabric clips don't seem to have... I use pins. I normally use clips for this bit, but I don't seem to have brought any down with me. Right. Then before we fold this over, so that's going to go over there like that. I'm going to fold the corner over at a right angle. Where are we going? So that goes, hang on a minute, figure it out, over to the corner. And then that, hang on. That way, that way, that way. Joan did this yesterday. Need to fold over the corner diagonally. That way, that way. Bear with me. You know, once you get the technique, and it's going to work really well. So that goes over there. Then fold one edge over. Hi Pamela, how are you? Like that. So that's folded over once, that's now folded over twice. And then we're going to fold that corner in at a right angle and then back over on itself again. That's where you find clips a lot easier than pinning, because it's quite a small thing to do. So fold it over into a triangle, then fold over again, and you should have that nice little mitre in the corner there. Must have a clip somewhere. Just one will be fine. Anyway, pinning it. I have to say it's getting very warm down here. Looks like a lovely sunny day outside. So I'm going to put a pin across there. Okay, then up to the next corner. And make that little triangle in the corner again, like that. And then fold this one over. Lovely little mitre there. And press it all the way down. And I'll just put a pin in that corner. Oh, good idea. Good idea, Jean. I don't know if it'll hold, but good idea. Glue it. Yes. Do you know I glue everything, so I don't know why I didn't think of that one. Let's put that in there. Do that all the way down, really, couldn't we? Although I'm just about out of glue. Ha ha ha, got another pen. So I can do that. Brilliant idea. Right, let's go into the triangle, glue, glue, fold over and press it. I do love a mitre, Leanna, I do. I'm impressed with mitered corners. It's just so satisfying when you've done it and it looks perfect. So that goes over there. That goes in there. That goes there. Fold it over. I love glue as well. There. And now we're just going to sew all the way around the edge. And it's easy to sew really, really close to the edge because we don't have to worry about catching binding on that side as well, because there isn't anywhere any, because it's self-bound. So it's rather clever, that, isn't it? Oh, hi, Melba, how are you? Alan says you could, oh, hang on, you could use a bit of 505 spray to hold the folds in place as well. That I was thinking that, but it might go all over the place, Alan. That's why I didn't do that one. Method I've learned to use, says Jean. Genius. I've not done that before. I'd normally iron it, get some heat on it, and then clip it. There you go. Sometimes the most obvious things, isn't it? Right. So I'm still on 2.2. I'm going to go up to 2.6 and just sew really close to the edge. You could hang a little loop on it as well if you wanted to hang it up somewhere, of course. And right into there. So much easier to glue it. So impressed with you lot. There. What glue are you using, Carol? It's a Soline fabric glue stick. They are. I use them a lot. I've always got refills ready to go. I use them an awful lot. They're just really handy. But if you're going to use a glue on a fabric, make sure it is for fabric. Don't use a Pritt stick, because you might find that it gunges up your sewing machine needle, and we don't want that. Use something that is designed for purpose. So let's go down here. And straight across there. And double-sided quilting tape. See, I've never used that, Laura. I just go straight for the glue, and that's finished. That's really, really simple. So I used a gingham check for that one, which I think was really nice as well, and any old green and red fabric. But of course, you can do these in any colour that you want. It doesn't have to be just those two. So anyway, we're going to do the more difficult one as well, because we are here for, oh, it's 20 past, so we won't have time to finish it. We're here till 5 o'clock. I've got to go on time because we're on Sewing Street Facebook page as well, and they've allowed me 2 hours, so I thought I'd better be 2 hours then, hadn't I? Not be here all night. They'll be cutting me off halfway through. Let me just have a look over here. So if you've got any questions, again, come and ask. If you just joined us for this one, for this part of the, I was going to say a sew along, but we're not really sewing along in this one, then just come and let us know. Are you new? Are you new to the Half Yard Club? We're celebrating our 7th birthday. In fact, we're celebrating for the whole of August. It's not just today and tomorrow, it's the whole of August. I think it was the 8th we actually went live 7 years ago. Can't remember. It was a long time ago. So we're having birthday celebrations. So I'm here for 2 hours today and 2 hours tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning will be from 11 till 1, so a little bit earlier. And excuse my back for just a moment. We're going to have a sew along. Now tomorrow, I've just wafted my patterns on the floor. I've got another one. So that's what we're going to be sewing along. It is wonky, and I can show you actually on the website all the wonky stuff we have. Have I got that the right? Yes, I've got the right page up. So where are we? Block of the month. If that's instructions. If I go up to here and type in wonky, all your wonky patterns should come up. I'll just take me off there for a minute. Oh, it helps when you spell it right. So oh, see, you put in wonky and it comes up with some of our members. But we have the circle sewing mat. I wonder if it's on the list. Let me see if they put it on here. So it's just the wonky projects that you're going to see. Just bear with me a second. Wonky Street, that's it. So these are all of the wonky projects that we have for you. And that's the table mat. And I did make a tablecloth to go underneath it with brief instructions for it. Summer wonky pillow, the wonky beach hut bag, the spring wonky pillow, the wonky haunted house wall hanging, a wonky street cushion cover, that's the winter one, Those are the door stops and the dust cover and the draft excluder, and there's another wonky cushion down there as well. And I have a feeling there may be more wonky things on the horizon because it's been so popular. So that's what we're going to be in tomorrow. You need to be a member because tomorrow we're only going to be on the Half Yard Club website. We're not doing Facebook, we're not doing YouTube, just on the Half Yard Club website. And I'm pretty sure you need to be a paid up member. So if you want to join, then now's a good time. But not only sewing along, we've got giveaways. So this, if you haven't seen my donkey before, it's not exactly wonky, but it is wonky now, look. This is my prototype. The actual donkey that you're going to be making, which is next month's project, has a bigger head. I thought he looked a little bit of the pinhead when I'd made him, so it's going to have a bigger head. The rest of it's pretty much the same. Oh, his eyes are different. He's got eyelids on the new one. So anyway, so this is my first one that I made up. And I thought it's actually rather cute. But it's not the finished one. So I'm afraid I'll have no use for this donkey. So I'm going to give him away. I will randomly scroll up and down your names and pick somebody. It can be anywhere in the world. I don't mind posting it out. So wherever you are. So one person is going to win this. One person is going to win Barbara. My blue Barbara. And one person, Barbara is one of the projects on there. One person is going to win my felt rabbit. This was actually the first rabbit that I made before the Chumleys. This was going to be a project for you. And I thought, no, I want it to be a bit different. So this, I never went anywhere with it. So that's it. That's as far as I got. It's all finished. It's got a little waistcoat on and everything. But it's never going to be a pattern. It's not going to be on the website. So I thought, you know, I'll give him away. It's sat on my shelf for about a year. So I'm going to give that away as well. Then Half Yard Club have very kindly donated 3 books. I can't remember what they are, 3 of my books. So I'm going to give those away as well. And on top of that, Search Press are giving away a £50 voucher to use on their website. And again, it's not a competition. I'll just randomly pick names throughout the course of the 2 hours. So you're going to have potential to win quite a lot. I'm going to put together some quiz questions as well, just for a little bit of fun. And we'll have the sew along as well. But again, that's just for members, just for tomorrow. Love these weekends. I don't get any work done when I'm doing this. Brilliant. Love a bunny. Is somebody having trouble? I can't comment any more when on the live Half Yard Club. No, I don't know why, Jean. Has anybody else had that problem? Has anybody got any advice for Jean? Debbie loves all of the toys. Tracy says they're beautiful. Donkey would be lovely for Christmas. That's what we're thinking. That was actually Helen's idea, one of our team members. Can you do a donkey? Of course I can do a donkey. Oh, and in September, starting on the 5th, I think, it's going to be Toy Week. So the donkey will be a new toy. That will be with you on the 1st, but that's going to be a new toy. And we're just going to have a look at the toys that we've had on the website. I showed you, didn't I, some of those? Because there's quite a few toys. Toys have been really popular. So here's a few of them. So we have Party Pete there. Like, he was for our 5th anniversary. He's actually behind me now. I took his number 5 off. Because it's not our 5th anymore, and I was going to put a 7 on, but I haven't got one. And then we've got Pip the Mouse. I'm sorry, PJ the Mouse, but there's also Pip the Rabbit, his friend. And there you can see my Barbara in the grass. And oh, where can I take that comment? I've lost your comment. Oh, there you go. We've got Maddie, and of course Robin will be coming back as well, making an appearance. We have Jasper the giraffe. That's your donkey. Look, that's the one that you're going to make. We have the dragon and Edwin the elf, and that's just a small selection of the toys that are available. I'm looking at the dragon now. Actually, it's nice to see that one come back again. That's Party Pete. He was also made as a snowman. Yeah. So that's going to be Toy Week. So if you want to send any pictures of your toys in, that would be nice to see as well. It's you can either put them on the website if you go to the forum, the Ask a Member, or you can email the girls, and that's the info@halfyardsewingclub.com email address, and so you can send your pictures there if you like. Debbie loves all of the toys, thank you. Jean's going to be travelling home tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock till 3, we're going to be here tomorrow. Anne loves the rabbit. My grand lives do keys. Grand lives? That donkeys. Oh, I've got lots of comments coming through again. He's a very cute donkey, Rita, very cute donkey, and I've used teddy fleece for him, so he's really soft and snuggly as well. You could just use polar fleece, that's absolutely fine. Glorious weather is Mary. Oh, you're over here, are you then, Mary? Back to Spain tomorrow. Oh, Fran says try clearing the history on the computer, might help with the comment issue. Thank you, Fran. Oh, Olivan's going to miss the giveaways. Sorry, Olivan. Camels and wonky wise men. There's a thought. Dragon. Yeah, we did a dragon. Janet loves Maddie. Carol loves Edwin. What's that been? It's called Carol loves Edwin. Janet loves Carol. Rosie the reindeer. Yep, yeah, she'll be there. I need to find them all. And dress my set with all of the toys. I'll tell you the one that I like, the big polar bear. I can't remember. It's on the floor down there, but I can't reach him. Yeah, that was one of my favourite ones. Carol used the dragon to make a dinosaur. Wonky Kings. A wonky tree. Ooh. A wonky Christmas tree skirt would be a nice idea, wouldn't it? I might see some of tomorrow. She's traveling. Where are you going? Traveling to Yorkshire. Oh, have a lovely time, won't you? Has anyone tested safety toys? Always a bit wary of making in case it's not safe to give to a child. Anna, if you Google it, you will quite easily find all of the rules and regulations on there. I have looked into it. I don't give that advice out because I think it changes quite a lot. But if you're going to sell or you're going to give the toys to a young child, then it would be as well to have a look at all of the necessities, if you like. Jane says the Half Yard Club Lives blocks me if I message too often. It thinks you're a robot. Slow down with the comments and see if that helps. Thank you. Hopefully that'll help as well. Men are a bit wonky. Men are all Alan's watching. I'd be careful. Chris has been here. Just careful what you say. Right. Erica's made a few Rosie the reindeers. Catherine made 2 polar bears. A wonky Christmas tree for a wonky table mat. That'd be a nice idea, Sally, wouldn't it? A wonky Christmas tree. We haven't done a wonky Christmas, have we? Oh, well, that's Christmassy, but we haven't done a proper wonky Christmas. Anna, you can watch this one back. We're on Sewing Street Facebook page. I don't know where you are. I can see it's all Facebook, but I don't know which Facebook page you're on. So we're on the Sewing Street Facebook page. So that you might be one of those people watching. We're on my Facebook page and the Half Yard Club Facebook page. So you should be able to watch back on all 3 platforms for 30 days until they get taken down. And then I will upload this onto my YouTube channel and onto the Half Yard Club website as well, because that's what I was hoping to do to start with. But at least we're all here now, aren't we? What does Jean say? Oh, talking to somebody else. Debbie says if you leave the wings off the dragon, it's a dino. Absolutely. Wonky Santa. A wonky gnome. Susan says a wonky Santa. I go 11 till 3. No, not 11 till 3. I should be 11 till 1 on the website. I think you'll have had enough of me after 2 hours. So just for 2 hours tomorrow. Linda, there will be a pig. I don't know what it's going to be, but you know my chumleys. So like that Barbara and Twitch the Rabbit, there will be a pig. That's on the agenda to come next, but I don't know when it's going to be. So yeah, working on a pig. I think a pig would be good. Birthday Bear does have a template, Leanna. Yes, you should be able to download that now. I'm just going to cut out this this shape because we really ought to get on with something, haven't we? But it's quite nice to just chat, don't you think? And a lot of you have been here for the whole time, which is very nice of you. Thank you very much. Across there. And don't forget, you can come up with suggestions yourself if you like. Again, it's the info@ email address. If you do come up with anything you think, oh, I'd love to see that. We can't do everything for everybody. We do get some quite specific requests that only one person would want. So it needs to be something that can be adapted so that most people can sew it. But if you do have anything particular, or maybe something that you've seen, or you don't know how to make something, you thought, well, I've seen this bag and it does this, that, and the other, I can't figure it out. Is there a chance? Then drop the girls a line, and they collate a list of everything. When we have our meetings, I think the next one's at the end of September. We go through all of your requests. There'll be hundreds of them, but we do take notice of what you want. We also take notice of what you don't want. So if you have any comments, then do let us know about it. Right. So let's see how far we get with this one, because I'm just talking too much. Do you know, I was thinking 2 hours. What am I going to talk about for 2 hours? I'll be really getting on your nerves for 2 hours. Running late. Anyway, this is what we're doing. Look. So number 1, white square here. So again, if you're going to do this for the first time, that's the one. Have a look at the actual picture from the instructions from the quilt, and see where you can, where the colours are going to go and what colours you're going to use. So I like the red and the green actually here, so I think I'm going to do red and green, and so that it kind of matches with my previous one, I'm going to use the same reds and greens to do this with. Or could use the spot, couldn't I? Could I use the spot? I'm going to use the spot. I'm using the spot one. But number 1 is going to be the white. So let's cut a piece of white, and I'm just using. I know it's a big scrap, but it is a scrap. Maybe not a scrap, a leftover. Maybe. I haven't seen any of the Sewing Bee Deirdre. Is anybody else watching? When are you on Half Yard site tomorrow morning? June, I shall be there between 1. No, I won't. Oh no, that one. I shall be there at 11 o'clock till 1 o'clock. 11 till 1 tomorrow. Talking too much was my problem at Festival of Quilts. Really, Chris? Talking too much, Chris? You? Paul. Right. Oh, I need to crease it first. So, like we did before, I'm not going to get a chance to finish this. Ruler on there. And I'm just scoring the back of it with my nail. I know you can get rulers that are kind of chamfered at one side. I'm not doing that. Do that. And again, if you weren't watching earlier, if you've got a light box, then you could put it on your light box and draw around it. And it doesn't matter if you kind of crease over where the creases should be. I've done that one. And in no particular order. And so yeah, there are a few more bits on this one, aren't there? We'll see how we go. We'll get as far as we can. But I think you've got the gist of it now. So just the edge bits to do, I think, though. Don't need to do the very edges. Done that one. Around to that one. And that one. Oh, Joyce has, have you made it already? Joyce has made the 3rd one and put it on Ask a Member. Let's have a look. Well, let's do that. And hang on a minute. Block of the month, not that one, that one. Oh, where did you put it? On Ask a Member. On that project, would it have been? Let me have a look. Just going back again. Just hold the line a minute. I've lost it now, look. Oh, I need to see where you are. Remember how far down we were? Oh, I went under block of the month, didn't I? That's why I can't see it straight away. So if I'm sending your eyes a little bit funny. Doing all this scrolling. There we go. Block of the month. So this is where we find the project if you've just joined us. And let's scroll down again until we see it. I hope that's where you put it. A trio of trees is here. And these are all of your projects. Oh, I can't see yours. Is yours on there? Where are we? Where's that number 3? Oh, loads of pictures on there. I can't see you. Oh, on the forum. Right, let's have a look there. There you are. There. So that's amazing. I should reply to that later. Thank you. That's it. Gosh, you've done that. Oh, I love the way that you put Mickey Mouse there. Look, a Mickey Mouse Christmas tree. That is genius. Love it. Well done. Oh. Right. Sorry, I should have realized. I should have read your message better first, shouldn't I? Okay, so let's start with number 1. That box there. So always with the first one, you're going to cut it to the same size as the box. Let's flip it over and cut. And like before, I can go all the way around. You can just do in between 1 and 2 for now if you like. It doesn't really make any difference. They're all going to need to be trimmed at some point. Let's hold that there. Whoops. And the most important one is in between number 1 and number 2. Right. So my second one, like before, I'm going to use Spot, is the, no, I'm not going to use that one because I've got that. It's the stalk or the trunk. So again, cut it bigger than you think you're going to need. Let's flip that over. Right sides together in between number 1 and number 2. Secure with a pin or a little bit of glue in the seam allowance if you wish. That's good in the machine. Right, racing a little bit now to get this done. Oh, small stitch down to number 22 on this machine. Open it up like that, fold it back, give it a crease, flip it over, ruler in. This is like speed sewing, isn't it? In between number 2 and number 3. Let's take my ruler, pop it on there, do that, fold it over that way. Doesn't have to be done yet, but may as well while I'm here. That way, and at the bottom there, flip that back, ruler on. It's like a bit of choreography now, isn't it? So I've got that stalk in the middle. The next bit here is going to be white, so that's number 3. So chop another piece of white fabric. So the right sides together, line at the edges, pin in there, flip it over, down we go, sew along that line, snip it off, over we go, undo that, flip it back, quick finger crease, flip it over, fold it back, ruler on and trim. and flapping around a little bit, not happy about that. Little bit of glue there is going to help hold it down. Flip it back over again, and then go to the edge and fold that back and roll it on and trim. Could write a song about this. I feel like I'm rapping. On there and trim. Right, so that's the base bit done. That's number 1, number 2, and number 3. Then we get on to the tree bits. So I was going to use the spot, which I've dropped on the floor. So let's have a look at this. So number 4, I'm going to do a red spot for that. So let me take a strip of the fabric. Again, I'm cutting it too big, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use the rest of the piece that I'm cutting. You could, of course, measure these a lot more accurately, and so you should. So you're not wasting so much fabric, but I tend to be a little bit impatient. So number 4 is this one here. Need to make sure I've got enough fabric there to cover it all, and that is absolutely plenty. Right sides together and pin. I could do a ditty, could do. And then, so I'm just going to take that over there and do that because I can't see what I'm doing. Flip this over this way. And so all the way between number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 to the end. Snip. Sorry, didn't move the camera. So I've sewn along this line here. Let's turn that back. I'm going to iron this time. So bring in the iron, flip that over and press. And then back over again, flip it over that way. And I'll need to fold between line 4 and line 5. So let's go over here. Fold down there, ruler on, trim that back. So I've got that. I'm going to leave that end for now for just a second. And actually, that's a nice one. I'll use that fabric instead. So this is going to be my next triangle here. So I'll need, again, enough fabric to cover over all of that. So I'm just going to eat into a bigger piece of fabric. I'm not wasting all the rest of it. I'll use those for future pieces. And then right sides together here. Pin, pin. I have another one. Stick that in there. Flip it over. And so between line 4 and line 5. And snip, I can't see the machine. Do that, pin out, fold it back and press up with this. Here's the iron. And then flip it back, over you go, and cut in between line 5 and line 6. And while I'm there, I'm going to cut between line 5 and line 11 as well. And then you'll really start to see the shape coming together. So I've got that. But again, you get these really lovely, perfect little points there. I can trim that bit back as well, actually. That can come off. So as long as you follow the numbers and make sure that you have enough fabric to cover that shape, just going to hold that down a little bit like that so you can see. It is actually quite easy to do. Oh, I've lost my mouse now. Oh, there we go. Who's that? That's Brett. And oh, hi, Jules. First time I made live in ages. I've been a member from the very start, and I love it so much. Oh, thank you, and thank you for being there for so long. I'll shake it all about later, actually, Kaz. I think I could do with that. Deirdre says, oh, talking to Jean. Now add the rest. Okay, right. I've got 10 minutes. I can do another piece, can't I? Let's do a spot. That's going to be the next one. I might just give it a rest after that, as in my voice. Sides together that way. Right sides together. That goes on there. Line up the edges, stick a pin in it, flip it over, go over to the machine, stick it under. And so straight across here. Whoops. What's that? That's a pin. And then into the point. Turn it back. Out comes the pin. Fold it back. Get the iron up. Give it a press. Then fold it back. Get your ruler. Get your rotary. Over to the edge. Put your ruler up against there, trim it off, turn it round, over that way, in between number 6 and number 7. Let's fold that, let's stick that on there, and let's trim it back. And that's the next one. So you can see it building up, can't you? I'm just looking at my watch to see what time it is. I think I can get another one in there. So let's do this one. So right sides together. I'm not going to get up to, I might get up to the point of the tree. I might do that, you know. That goes in there, flip it over, back over here again, under the machine, in between number 6 and number 7. Here we go. Oh, a bit close to that pin. Down to the end. I must move that out of the way for next time. Oh, doing that, flip it over like that. I know, Chris, not even a coffee. I know. And then pop that on there and do that. Mind you, I've been busy. And then press it like that. And then that goes there. That flips over. And then we can trim this between. Or we can trim that end off there for a start. Roll it on. Oh, if you've just joined us, I don't always sew like this. It's not always quite so manic, but I am restricted in time and set myself a little bit of a challenge here. That goes on that one. Let's do another one. Stick it in there, flip it over, under we go, down, stitch across, stop, cut it, bring it out, take the pin out, flip it over, get, oh, ran out of thread. Oh no, I've stitched the wrong one. Oh. Stitch down there. That's what happens when you rush. That goes in there, that comes out there. So then that flips over there, then the board comes up and give it a press. Up it down, turn it around. So we need to cut along that one, like so. That goes there, that comes off. That goes there, that flips over, that goes down, that comes off. Then two more. So let's do the green one. I'm not even going to pin it. Let's stick it on there, flip it over, under the machine. Do that, give it a snip. Flip it back over again. Have I done the wrong one again? I have, I've done the wrong one. I'm going to take that one off. Right, that one. That's what happens when you rush, you see. You do the wrong ones. So I'm going in between number 8 and number 9. I'm not going to get to finish it. Ooh. But I could look it. I could look as though I have. So flip that over. Flip that back there. Whoops. Trim that. I feel like I'm wrapping Leanna. Fold that over, roll it on, trim that. Now you wouldn't know that there was anything left to do, really, would you? There is actually another triangle at the top, but I'm just going to finish it off with that. Just so that it looks as though I've actually finished something. And then I'm just going to tidy the edge of that back. And tidy the edge of that one back. So you'd think I'd finished that. You see, if I could hear you and not just read your comments, I know I'm going to be listening to a round of applause from around the world. But I hope it's demystified foundation paper piecing a little bit for you. And if you haven't tried it yet, do give it a go. These are really simple projects. Again, if you just joined us, these are from the Half Yard Sewing Club. They're part of a block of the month. I just want to show that you don't have to make the whole quilt just to enjoy this technique. You can make smaller projects using the patterns that are, getting rounds of applause, thank you very much, using the patterns that are on there already. And I hope you'll see that it's easier than you think it might be. I'm just showing you all of my rounds of applauses. Thank you very much. So thank you, Debbie, and thank you, Carol, and thank you, Sophie, and thank you, Susan. And I've got loads of them. Oh, Dawn's given me loads. I've got all those from Dawn. Thank you very much. Okay, well, I really better go. Oh, we've got 5 minutes. But thank you for joining me. A lot of you have been here for the whole 2 hours, so thank you very much for that. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Hopefully you've learned something, or if you've lost your sojo. I've had a few messages from people who've lost their sojos recently, so hopefully I've given it you back again, given you something to have a think about, and actually something that is quite a quick make. So remember, it is our birthday weekend. In fact, it's our birthday month. It's not just weekend, it's the whole month. But this weekend is the one where we've got the 2 hours live for 2 days. So tomorrow, if you want to have a look on the website and get your materials list and sew along, we should be able to get that done in 2 hours. Free motion embroidery. So that's something else, again, that you haven't tried before and you want to give it a go. It's wonky. It's supposed to be wobbly lines. So it's a really easy, maybe first project for you if you're new to free motion embroidery. You will need a free motion embroidery foot on your sewing machine, so just make sure you've got one of those if you want to sew along. Oh, hello, Biz. Hoping to watch tomorrow. That would be nice. Jane says last 2 hours have been lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sophie's recently just got back into sewing. Welcome along. Debbie says, loved watching. It's been a while for me. Happy birthday, and we're catching you again tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Love you, Debbie. Love you too, Deirdre. Gina says, need a well-deserved drink. I'm not. I'm going to have a glass of water. Blodwin's clapping. Anne says, fabulous. Hope to join you tomorrow. I won't be sewing, though. I think that would just do my head in. And look at all my claps from Carrie. Thank you very much. So I hope you... Oh no. I can see comments on Facebook as well. Claps from Sophie. Thank you very much. Pablo's a good name. Pauline, I like that name for a donkey. Pablo. Got a friend popping round. Oh, have a nice time, Chris, won't you? Water. No, I'll be asleep by 8 o'clock if I have anything else. Lovely to her, says Karen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I want to say a quick thank you if anybody's watching from Sewing Street for letting us take over their Facebook page for a couple of hours. Thank you very much, and welcome along to anybody who's joined the Half Yard Club. No matter which Facebook page you're watching on, if you want to give us a try, and if you have a look in the description box, there is a code. It's DS Chat in capital letters, and you can have a whole month for free. So, and then you can come and join us tomorrow and have a look at the sew along. And if you do sign up and you change your mind, you're in control of it all. You go onto your own account and you can cancel it at any time as well if you like. But I'd love you to come and join us. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. Have a look over at the website now, and you can take a look, even without signing in, at all of the projects that we have available. But remember, there are exciting things coming up. You're going to be getting more value for your money over the next few months than ever. And at the moment, the girls are working out that compared to 2024, you've actually got 70 more projects on the website than we have done in previous years. So we are getting bigger and bigger, and the projects are getting more and more, but it's not at the moment getting any more expensive. Anyway, so thank you for joining us today. Oh, I've still got Carrie up there. Bear with me a second. I've lost where you are. There you go. Yeah, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a nice time. I know I have. Thank you for being with me, and for my members, thank you for being members for so long as well. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you products and projects over the last 7 years. So anyway, hopefully I shall see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.